All right, so I did find out that last night we did have some major microphone echoing issues. It wasn't an issue with the microphone itself so much as the microphone was too good. The microphone was so good that it actually was picking up the, let me make sure I can turn the volume on here because I had it muted from work. So we got to figure this out. So I basically turned the gain of the microphone down so that now, I need to get Rhythm on here when she gets here as a guest. Because we need her on here so that I can test this. Yeah, give me a second, Rhythm. I'm getting you up there. Okay, Rhythm. Now we could do a test. Let's see if you have that echo there. Let's get that out of the way first.
Yeah, wait. I do.
You still have an echo. Is it worse than last night? Or just as bad, or what?
I can't tell. I think it's the same.
All right, let me try. There's one more adjustment I can make. I make one more adjustment.
Alright, take your time. Hey guys, how are we doing? Worse? You think it's worse? Actually? He changed the settings earlier. Well, how are we doing? How was yours day? Are you doing alright?
All right, what about now? Is it worse, better?
I think it's still bad.
It's still bad, but did the sound change at all?
No.
Okay, it's got to be a TikTok. It has to be a TikTok setting then.
Probably.
All right, so we're.
And there he leaves again. And he's back.
No, okay, so no echo now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not going to use the mic for TikTok yet. I will use it for my YouTube videos, but there's clearly some sort of TikTok setting that I have to figure out because you said that it didn't change when I changed the microphone setting. I'll have to play around with it a little bit. I'll play around with the mic certainly, but it just sounded so bad. Well, I sounded great, but even honestly, it didn't seem like that huge of an improvement, to be honest, Rhythm. You know? Didn't sound like a major improvement from when I had it and later in the stream when I did take it off. So let's just, we're not going to worry about it for now.
Okay.
It makes more, here's the thing. It makes sense for you. I didn't put the case back on. Sorry.
Stay calm, Shadow. It's fine.
The case is going back on.
Okay. Take
The
your
case is going back on. This is the other reason I don't like. I think for the TikTok live streams, I'm going to continue to just use the phone because with TikTok live streams, I am right at the phone.
Wee, camera flying, jazz hands, woo! Might be because you are close to the speaker, or I think it might work better, actually, if you looked into TikTok Studio a little bit more.
In YouTube, with YouTube videos, the thing is, I do use the phone. It's the same as
TikTok Studio.
With YouTube videos, I do use the phone, but I'm much further away from the phone's microphone.
Okay.
Like you see me in the YouTube video, I'm standing up. Plus, the other thing is, here's the big thing about the YouTube videos. There's nobody else in there, Nobody like you to echo with. Let's go ahead and get this guy back in his case. There we go. So TikTok streams are going to stay. TikTok streams are going to stay. Are going to stay phone only.
All right.
They're supposed to be more real. I don't want to mess with it. TikTok streams I want to do just phone. I will use my videos unless I can figure something out. I don't want another stream like last night where we have honestly a great stream and you and Philip, we finally got Philip on, and he sounds terrible. So I was kind of wondering why you guys weren't talking as much as you usually do, and I was like, oh, that's why.
Yeah. Borg Jason. Shadow. Do me a favor.
I would have taken off.
Hold on.
If I had known it was that bad, like I couldn't experience it myself. You should have said something. You should have said something the second time. Like if you had told me it was bad.
We told you it was bad.
The Then I'm sorry for not listening because that was bad, bad. You
It's
can go
okay.
and play on video to see just how freaking bad it was.
No, you're okay. It's fine. You were trying stuff out. It's nothing to be
I'm
frustrated about.
disappointed because it was such a great stream last night. We had a
It's
great.
okay.
At least you could hear me, but and I finally got Philip on too. It's like, we'll just have to do it again. We'll do it
Gordon
again.
says hi, Shadow.
Hey Gordon.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor and take a really, really deep breath. Yeah, okay.
That's
You're
right.
okay. I
I'm
swear
coming
to
back
God.
from work. It was a rough work day.
Yeah, I can tell. You were getting frustrated, weren't you? I could see that.
Well, that's another reason that it's the microphone, honestly.
Hi,
Microphone.
Martin. Yeah, I know, but it's fine, I swear. Sometimes it doesn't work out, sometimes it does. It's a
Yeah.
process. You're learning. Is it me or is TikTok glitching or lagging? How?
TikTok glitching or lagging?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what Gordon says.
Oh, come on. We got another issue? Rhythm, is it lagging for you? It's fine for
No,
me.
not really.
Lagging for anyone else?
6, 7.
Might just be him. I'm using the exact normal setup. The mic's unplugged, so yeah. So I'll start using the mic for YouTube videos for now. Until I figure out like the TikTok. But yeah, I know it's a little muffled, but I'm right here, so
We can hear you perfectly fine.
yeah. I did watch back the video and I was like, honestly, I still sound fine without the microphone in the TikTok videos. It's when I'm recording the YouTube videos and I'm in the middle of the room that it becomes a problem. But anyway, have we had any questions yet?
Not really. But how was your day anyway? You said work was tiring.
Yeah, we're in basically this was the last day of training.
Mm-hmm.
We've been live on the phones like I did my previous work, but tomorrow basically all the help we've been getting goes away. It's like uh-oh. So we're flying solo here.
Yeah.
Also, I might have to change the time for the live streams or the day because my schedule, my official schedule starts next week for 6 months, and I think I'm not off until 8 p.m. Eastern.
Oh God.
I think it's 11:30 to 8. I could be wrong. That might actually be Tuesday. I didn't look. It might be 6 p.m. that I get off, in which case we got to push these to 7, back to 7, or pick another day.
Right,
But
okay.
for now, we'll still have a day.
Yeah, probably. A foxy dude says, "Oh my God, you're so cute."
Thank you. I really
Somebody
want
else
to do.
asked.
What?
Somebody else asked, "Why are you dressed up as a dog?"
So I'm actually a wolf. Some people get that confused. I am a wolf. A wolf is kind of a character. I say I identify with a wolf. I identify with wolves, not as a wolf. I'm not Etherean. Some people are. I'm not Etherean. But I identify most as a wolf because my persona's whole story is that they were a lone wolf who wanted to like join a pack, get out there, make friends, be part of something bigger, and that really does accurately show my journey into the furry fandom. I've basically been living alone for the past year, and I struck out into the furry fandom. I found my local group, the Rhode Island Furs, and I found more groups. I've been part of Dasher's group is Furry Friends Worldwide. Made some new friends, furry friends, of course, but still friends. Fursuit and friends, so we go out fursuiting together. You see the TikToks from that. I make videos from that, and I did make got my first con in just 3 weeks, you guys. Or Saturday makes two. Does Saturday make 3 weeks or 2 weeks?
I don't know.
Saturday is. Yeah, it's 3 weeks. I'm sorry. First con isn't 3 weeks because, yeah, this week I have Dasher's pumpkin picking. The week after that is my event, and then I have 1 week of like essentially relaxation before the big week of cons. So Saturday will be 3 weeks. I said 3 weeks in my previous video. I was wrong. It's 3 weeks this Saturday until cons.
Okay,
It's my event.
Gordon, do me a favor. Close TikTok entirely. Shut the app, and then open it up back again, and try and see if it works then. Roland says it was awesome seeing you at the Boston Furry Picnic.
Oh, we got someone from the Boston Furry Picnic. Yeah, I talked about that in my last week's YouTube video when I talked about that week how honestly, even though that's only my second best video, well, I think it's my best video because I did like the editing and all the stuff. But it was easily the best event because it was where I was most social. I was doing some recording, but I knew when to put the camera away and actually talk to people. Like I talked to those two giant sabers who were together. I talked to them. I'm trying to find who their maker is. One of them did actually respond to me last night, tell me who the maker was. So I got to like look into that maker. I'm looking at like first maker third. Because those were impressive. I think she said hers was like 5,000 or something. And then I contacted the Hank. He goes by his normal name, Austin, but his persona was Hank. I was like, who makes that one? And I'm like looking at a Fursuit maker. So that was one of the questions. But we did talk, a lot of people. I was a lot more social there. Which was really the whole point of joining the fandom. That's why I do these streams every week.
Patchy the Fox says, I like your suit head.
Thanks. I honestly probably before Furbuck, I probably got to clean this thing or give it a proper grooming. I do have a brush for it, but I got to watch, I keep telling myself, I need to go watch the Finn the Panther fursuiting tutorials. I watched all of his videos about how to become a furry, and practically none of his videos about fursuiting, so it's like, okay, I really need to go do that. Like, I've been talking to my friends, like, you got to teach me how to properly fursuit. I've got the whole giant movement thing down pretty much, at least in my YouTube videos. Here you can't really see it, but like the whole always got to be moving thing, I've kind of got that down, but it's the more acting like an animal aspect that I don't quite have yet.
Well, that comes with time, if I'm honest. I've talked to a lot of furries who struggled with that as well at the beginning, but most of them said like 4 to 5 months into the fandom, they kind of they looked at how others act and kind of found their own way of acting as their persona, because you can only figure that out for yourself, right?
Right. Like, I think one for me is a lot of people silent suit. I'm not going to silent suit, to be honest. I know that's one way of doing things. But like, I watched Finn the Panther video, one of them on, like, having your own unique thing. Like, he just added eyelids to his suit. I don't like it personally, but hey, it's his suit. That's what we want to do. So he was like, have something, like, humanistic about your animal. And I was like, well, I kind of already do. The mouth,
Yeah.
I always use it for, like, if I'm ever surprised, even if I'm silent suiting, if I'm shocked by something, I'll go,
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
Or if I'm thinking, I'll go like,
oh, that's so cute. Wait. Can you pose?
sure.
Yeah.
I've made poses like this before in my
Thank
TikTok
you.
video. Or one of the first poses that I thought was weird was it was like a kind of like a. I've been doing this more in pictures, the pose. I was unsure of it at first, but like I got a paw up or something, usually in the pictures, like I'm trying to make a attack or something,
Patchy says, I found it difficult to understand how to act. One time I thought what kind of character Patchy would be, and now I act like it.
So my whole issue is this. I've always thought about what character my main persona will be. Chance, like the one I want the one I have to do, the one that I designed, the other one and I've never really honestly thought about Shadow. I have the like alpha character that trains Chance that I've turned into Shadow. It's like, okay, but how would he act? So I've tried to sort of flesh out his character.
Yeah.
'Cause he's changed even more than the television version has. So I'm kind of like, or honestly, I'm thinking about just flipping the names and having like the rival character be Shadow instead, and have Riley be like the old one. But
Hmm.
I'll decide that. This is still going to be Shadow.
Yeah.
Just flipping the names, messing the names around. But it's like, okay, who do I want Shadow to be? Do I want him to be like the rival character, or do I want him to be the old wise one? But I'm starting to think he might be the troublemaker in the group. But yeah, I'm working that out, like which one he's going to be. Although the funny thing is, I know the Riley character better because if I was to describe the character that I've got as Shadow right now, he's like the leader of the pack that Chance joins. He's trying to teach things to everyone. So honestly, the fact that I'm doing these videos with Shadow might actually mean that might actually be part of it. But then how do I act? But
Where's
the
your
whole
earring gone?
thing is like I do this for like YouTube and other thing, but Chance would be the one I would take to advance and everything.
Yeah.
The events. He'd be the one I actually fursuit as outside.
Shadow,
Yeah.
your earrings wrapped around your ear.
Which year is it?
Uh, I think the left one.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's back.
There we
Great.
go. Little head shake usually does the trick.
Yeah.
There we go.
Patchy says Patchy will be like the crazy one. My second Sona, who's in the making, will be really elegant.
Yeah. I think it's backwards for me because like Chance is going to be crazy. Chance is going to be more animalistic, and he's got a crazy design. Like Shadow's design, he's white and he's like different shades of gray with some yellow. I didn't design it, but like I've shown pictures on TikTok of Chance, and he's blue with yellow and orange accents and at the ears and the tail tips, and he's much more crazy, like his design. He really. The funny thing is, Shadow. He doesn't even have. I realized recently he doesn't even have any art of a full body. Ironically, in most of his art, he is wearing a sweatshirt in some of his art. So, and like his bust pictures, the top torso. So that actually works out perfectly. Whereas Chance is like wearing t-shirts. Like the first pose I had of him done, he's actually listening to Def Leppard instead of Leppard like the band. I had the artist make it funny, so it's Def Leppard, Leopard, like the animal. Kind of played a pun on that, and it kind of works out perfectly because I've done like a, I'm trying to choreograph a routine to photograph by Def Leppard, so.
Hmm.
But that's like the type of music I listen to.
How do you get to the mouth to move? Is a question.
So most people have rubber bands. I actually have a screw in here. It does bounce back in a place on its own. Basically, my chin is hidden. This was fitted for the old owner, but when I got it, I had a head specialist add like a pad of foam. So when my chin hits this top part of the mouth, it moves like the bottom part to make it look like I'm speaking. I am speaking, but makes the mouth move while I speak. So there's no trick to it in this case. The mouth is literally moving at the same time I do. And it can be a little finicky sometimes, but my old trick is I got to make sure I talk loud a lot because I need the mouth to make big movements in order to move this successfully.
Shadow, question.
Yes.
Do you have to exaggerate your mouth movements while you're talking for the jaw to move?
A little bit. It's not as
Okay.
bad as it used to be, but like my voice is not entirely accurate right now. It's very close to what my real voice is, but I do have to kind of like squeeze my I do have to kind of like squeeze my face to get the mouth to get down accurately.
Mm-hmm.
If it sounds like I'm speaking loud, it's because I literally have to. Like I'll show you what happens if I speak normally like this, then you see that the mouth doesn't move as much. Like this is
Yeah,
me
that's what I
speaking
meant.
normally, and the mouth
Yeah,
doesn't move.
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So this is
Mm-hmm.
me speaking me normally, and this is me emphasizing everything. So yeah, you have to emphasize your mouth movements,
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
which does unfortunately make me a little louder, but hey, you got to make it work.
What do you mean, unfortunately? We love hearing your voice.
Yep, yep. So it is. Chances. Shadow's the loud one, I guess. Well, he is the leader, so he's got to be. He's got to be able to bark out commands, you know?
Yeah.
So, honestly, that actually makes sense why he would talk so loud. If he's a
Yeah.
commander of the pack. Although he is
Now,
wise and quiet, too. So maybe this, now that I think about it, maybe this guy really is Riley instead. Or the Shadow is actually the, like, rival who's always fighting, friendly fighting,
maybe.
character, my main persona.
Maybe.
But then that means that I would have to make the alpha the like brown design instead. I don't know if I want a third fursuit though. To be honest, I mean I do, but I don't know if I can handle three.
Well, switching between them's gonna be difficult, isn't it?
Well, my main thing is that's why I don't expand Shadow because I think I want to keep Shadow as a partial, and
Mm-hmm.
then have a full body of Chance. You know,
Yeah.
I want him to be like a full body suit. And if there's ever just a day where I feel like wearing a partial, I'll wear Shadow. You know, or I'll definitely keep because the name is on it. I'll definitely keep Shadow as like the TikTok one, and I'll keep Shadow for a while. I'll keep him as the YouTube videos.
You're
Although
getting
the YouTube
roses.
videos will switch to Chance probably, but we're looking at the future, which I love to do. But remember, Chance doesn't exist. Well, he exists, but there's no fursuit for Chance yet. You know,
Yeah.
I still got to talk. I think I want to make sure that I get this job permanently first. I'm getting better at it, but I do need to make sure I get hired permanently before I spend $5,000 on a full body suit for Chance. You know. So honestly, I see this is. I think I'll be wearing this guy through Anthem New England at least, and probably sometime in the spring or late winter, pull the trigger and get Chance.
Someone's booping you.
Boop.
War Gangster says you are absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you.
DTM says, would you take Shadow on a coaster if they let you even on a kiddie cred?
Yes, yes, I would. I would take Shadow on a coaster. I would take Shadow skiing with me, honestly, on a bunny hill. I'm an expert skier, but I would not take Shadow down maybe one of the blues that I'm very used to. I would not take Shadow down a black or a double black diamond, though. No. There are some easy blues I would take him down, probably.
Right.
Because the thing about skiing, you have to move left and right a lot anyway. So honestly, my eyes would be going like this anyway.
Yeah.
But the other thing about that is I think they would force me to stay on a bunny hill because I don't think this is plastic. I honestly think my ski helmet is much more protective than this. So
Yeah.
they might force me to stay on the bunny hill. if I do. But I have talked to people, and there are actually some ski resorts that will let you ski in your fursuit. So that's a possibility. I don't know about coasters, but I know it's actually a possibility for you to see me skiing in a fursuit, maybe, if I go to the right place.
That's such a cool idea.
Yeah.
Cat's back. Hi, Cat. You were in here yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah.
They're saying my fursuit comes in 4 days. Right? Your head's already arrived, right?
You're gonna have to do like a video on TikTok of you unloading it,
Yeah.
or if you don't have a YouTube, they do videos up to 10 minutes. Well, I think you could do a video as long as you want. Do they limit the 10 minutes? Is 10 minutes the max for an upload?
I don't know. I haven't tried it out.
I don't think they do. I think there is like no upload max. I think they try to keep away. I think it's like 10 minutes. They won't promote it or something.
I'm gonna
I
make
try
a
to keep my
furry account.
TikTok very short. You know,
Cat,
even the
if you
3 minute TikToks don't. I don't. I try not to. I try not to go over 1 minute for my actual TikToks.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. Cat says they're gonna make a furry account. If you do, let me know the handle,
Right.
because I do want to see.
Yeah, or like I do have a. If you start doing TikToks, I know a lot of people are starting to join the Moonray Fur server that I posted up. I
Yeah.
do have like a self promo tab in there for people to promote themselves. Although Rhythm, I got to figure out how to lock the contents alert tab so that only I could post in there because that's supposed to be just my content. Thus,
Okay.
that's why I made the self promo tab was so like White Shadow and Photo and Philip can all post their content in there.
Look who's here. Mountain Husky joined.
Hello again, Mountain Husky. Wait, wasn't he on? He was on last night. So
Yeah.
Mountain Husky,
Where's the server?
we're not using the microphone for. I've decided I'm not using the mic for TikTok. YouTube only
Yeah.
because yeah, we tried it at its lowest setting, at its lowest gain setting. Unless there's some other setting I don't know about, it was still too bad. Because
That worked
I did
on
listen
break.
back last night, and I was like, oh no, this. We had this great stream, and I was like, well, no wonder people weren't liking it. You all sounded like drunk.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, I should have listened. Unfortunate.
Hi, Alex. Someone's booping you in the comments as well.
Boop. Boop you back. I got it. If anyone ever boops me, I gotta boot them back. That's one of the more like animalistic things that I've been doing, and I've been very confused because I've actually had a lot of people not in fursuits boot me, and I've heard like I can't boot them back because they're not in a fursuit. So what do I do? And someone told me like, oh, you just like cover your nose, like, oh no, you took my nose or something like that, or
Yeah.
or just so something like this. So I
Gordon's
just
booping you as well.
what's my reaction to be? What?
Gordon booped you.
Boop.
Don't get agitated at boops.
Well, it's funny because I've been booped more here on the live streams than I have IRL. I've still only
Well,
had a few hugs IRL.
Shadow, if I do ever see you, I'm gonna boop your nose all the time.
Oh. But you don't have a fursuit, so I'm gonna have to go like I'm gonna have to like cover it to protect it or something.
Yeah, but I have my puppy hood. Don't forget that. You can still boop me. It's just gonna look weird.
So I don't know if I need to decide what I'm gonna do when people boop me, or I can do multiple things. I don't have to stick to one.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna pretend that anyone who boops me on the live stream, I'm gonna pretend that they're in a fursuit, and I'm gonna boop back the camera.
Yeah.
I know that's about what you're supposed to do when you get
Right.
booped. They want you to boot the camera back. I know there are some things you're not supposed to do on live stream, though. Like when people request, I kind of really don't care. I'm still not, I've only howled once, and it was at the end of a live stream.
Yeah.
Not
I
the most
remember
recent one, the
that.
one before that. I don't know. And everyone, White Shadow howled at the end, and then The other
Yeah,
person
no.
that was on with us did too. And I was like, ah, screw it. And I just did.
We all howled.
Oh, was that you? Were you the other one?
That was the stream where we all laughed at certain things.
Oh,
And
okay. Yes, yes. We don't need to go back there.
no, really not. It was fun.
No, White Shadow has started working again though, so he's not going to be able to do these.
That's okay. You know, when you have a talk and when the two dog, it's kind of the same. Well, I'm so sorry, but I can't read that properly. That is worded really scrambly. I'm so
What is?
sorry.
What is?
Uh, just a sentence, I can't really decipher it. Are girl furries less common? So female furries.
I'm honestly kind of new to this. I don't think so. I know plenty of female furries. Like the one of them I'm in contact with is the one who was like there with her partner and at the Boston picnic. So I honestly I do know several girl furries. So one of my original roommate at Furpuck, don't get the wrong idea here, but was going to be a girl. That changed because she couldn't come, so I'm rooming with another man now. But and again, don't get the wrong idea. But
Yeah, that's okay.
yeah, that's the only way that I could split it. But I don't think so. I mean, I know a lot of girl furries, so I don't know what the. It's kind of like IRL. There are more men than females, so I don't know how. I honestly don't know the male versus female ratio in the fandom. Shouldn't really matter. You want to be a furry, go for it. The whole idea of being a furry is it doesn't matter who. Well, maybe not exactly. It doesn't matter who you are, but anyone can be one. So there's that.
Yeah.
Is there any questions yet? I see a lot of comments coming in, and I just can't see them.
Mountain Husky says, I'm the only male furry in my town, rest are women. That's so cool.
Wow. Yikes.
Yikes? What does that mean?
Well, one man and a lot of women. That just seems way out of it. The guy,
Is it?
there are. I will say, in my local group, there are more men than women, but we do have a couple women in our group. You've
Why
actually.
did you say yikes?
It was just a joke. I was just kidding. It was a joke.
I don't.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So, like, I want to go and just be friendly. I mean, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah,
That's probably a
absolutely.
lot of
That's
cons.
what that's what I was doing at the Boston picnic. There really was no purpose for the Boston picnic other than to. That's why the videos is very short. It was really to socialize. There wasn't there really. They called it a picnic. I didn't eat it all, to be honest. I was just there for 4 hours socializing. That was probably the first time like there was no point. Or honestly, even at the most recent Furball, I'm going to talk about it. I don't know if I'll do the YouTube video tonight or tomorrow night because I'm doing a live stream for tonight. We'll see how long this goes. But I'll talk about how this last Furball, I didn't vote at this Furball. I just used it to socialize with people. You know how you boot right? I'm trying to read some of the comments.
Yeah. You know how you boop, right? That's the question.
Yeah, I know. In fursuit, it's nose to nose, or like I think it's nose to nose. I don't know. I honestly have seen some furries who don't do nose to nose. They just hit. I've seen boot fights where they're just hitting each other, like this, back and forth.
Yeah.
So I've seen some where I thought it was nose to nose, but maybe I should. Maybe when someone boots me, I should just go back like this.
Oh,
So I
don't
can-
hit the phone too hard.
Yeah. Well, it's back in its case now, so it won't fall over.
Okay.
If the case is rubber, it'll stay up.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I don't think there's any questions today. It's kind of
Well, we just got started, how are we already at 2,000 likes?
that's my fault.
Hey, anything works. I wish those likes translated into, did my mic just fall out? It did. Well, it's off anyway, so kind of pointless to that.
Yeah,
Because I thought I saw a question earlier,
I think that's one.
but maybe it was one you said.
Could be. It seems like we need to donate some equipment for you to hold your phone. That would be awesome.
Well, it's more like I'm trying to see.
Gordon says, no, you have had someone ask a few times to join. A few times is um underestimated. They've asked like 11 times
Well,
after
who
I
was
tried to answer.
Was it Mountain Husky asking to join?
No, 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 it was Ethereum, but they were spamming the chat
Oh.
really badly.
Yeah, I see the guest request here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I don't know them. Generally it's people I don't know. I don't let on.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, like sometimes I'll take a chance, but like I don't know what happened to me last night. I took a chance on a lot of people.
Yeah.
Rhythm. I remembered you. Philip was supposed to be on there, so
Yeah.
Mount Shadow was on here. Someone else was on here, but I'm a little iffy about them just because I asked if they were 18 and they said, so I don't know if I should have had them on because uh, I don't think they were under, I think they might have been under 18, so
Yeah. I thought so too.
I don't know if I should have had them on, but we're not doing any NSW stuff or that.
Mountain Husky says I would join, but I'm at work. My persona is at home. Yeah, you said earlier you were on break, right?
Oh, oh, that sucks. I got home from work.
Gordon's 44.
40. I'm 36.
Okay, cat lover, darling, I am so sorry you have less gear than you would like to have, but you cannot just ask random people on the internet to send you gear.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to say it. Yeah. Keep people like that out.
Hmm.
I want to keep this safe for work because I don't know what TikTok's limits are when it comes to that. There
So,
are like not safe for work chats. Like even my local group, I'm not in it, but even my local group, the Royal First, even they have a not safe for work chat that I'm not a member of.
ooh,
I wasn't interested in. I know for Apocalypse has a not safe from work chat, so I stay out of that stuff. I mean, sometimes it's avoidable. Like in the anime I watch, I see it. I see it. I see SEX stuff. So
Mountain Husky says I'm very close to your age, Shadow. I thought you were 20.
no,
Wait, how old are you actually?
36. I said 36.
Huh?
I'm 36. Yes,
You seem so much younger.
I am not. People say
I
that
I legit thought you were at max 25.
you were off by a decade then. No, that's why I talk so much about how much like kind of missed out is because honestly, age 25 is when I should have joined the fandom, but the crazy thing is, I didn't know what a furry was back then. I didn't know until a couple years ago. Again, it was that like one negative thing in the news, like one of the cons, like a gas attack or something. That took that was the first time I ever found out what a furry was. So I was like, oh, so and then that just kind of went down the wrong road.
Gordon said, Shadow, you're still a pup, lol.
I'm a pup, but I'm not a baby. I'm still a pup, though. I don't know about that. I've gotten pretty far in and pretty involved. I'm hosting my own event in a couple of weeks. I'm not saying I'm not new, but my whole thing is I've had this persona for over a decade, and I've been slowly developing him. But I have just like it's kind of like have I secretly been a furry and just denied it and just never entered the fandom? I know a lot of furries that won't enter the fandom for whatever reason, but they're still technically furries. I don't
Uh,
know.
Blue asks, "Hi, cutie. How old are you?"
36. Yeah, I'm 36. I don't really hide who I am. Like I say, there's actually a YouTube video where I do a face reveal. I didn't want the face reveal. I didn't want to do like a big face reveal in the future. So I just said, F it. In one of my videos, I was talking about how Shadow is a part of me. And so to end that video, to prove it to my, essentially it was more for me to prove it to myself that I was Shadow. So I ended the video by taking the head off and saying, "See you out there, fellow furries," my catchphrase with the head off. And like, okay, there's your proof. There's your proof, Brian. Brian and Shadow are the same person, essentially. So, yeah.
Okay. DTM says, "I think it's just because I know you in real life, but you're definitely not in your 20s."
Who said that?
DTM?
Hmm.
Douglas?
Oh, it's Douglas, yeah. So, Douglas is actually a friend of mine I had from years ago. Speaking of roller coasters, we were speaking about roller coasters. Wait, was he the one that made that comment, the roller coaster one?
I don't know. I'll see.
Okay,
Wait.
yeah. Because there was a roller coaster comment earlier.
Yeah.
About like riding this, wearing this roller
Yeah, it
coaster.
was him. It was him.
Okay, so he is. I met him by going to Six. I haven't gone to Six Flags in years, but we used to go to Six Flags a lot together. So yeah, that's where I know him from.
Wait, what's Six Flags?
It's an amusement park.
Oh, right. Okay.
The closest one to me is Six Flags New England. I always went to Six Flags New England. He convinced me to go to. I had a pass to something called Canopy Lake. And I only had that pass because like this year too. This year and last year, I went to Water Country instead. Water parks. But yeah, Six Flags. It just got too expensive to go there. This
Is
year,
it?
I really haven't had even the water park. I only went once. I've been so busy with furry events, and I haven't had time for that.
I bet.
But yeah, that would be crazy to wear this on like a coaster.
Rhode Island looks amazing from your post. Nice parks and monuments is what Mountain Husky says.
Yeah. So the thing about that is a lot of parks here. The Rhode Island furs are not a hidden group. They are known around here. So a lot of parks have actually seen fursuiters and don't just tolerate them. Some embrace them. Like Roger Williams Park is shockingly not just okay with us, but likes us there. Like we host events there sometimes. Another one is Slater Park. The Slater Park. The two I've been to are Roger Williams and Slater. Slater this past week was actually a little iffy about it. They were like, "Oh, do you have permits for this and that?" I was like, "This is a freaking public park." But yeah, they were a little iffy. I get why people usually go to Roger Williams. Roger Williams, you don't need like anything. No, that's where we did the swan boats. We literally asked the guy who owned the swan boats in our fursuits, could we do it? And he said yes. It was we didn't plan it, but then a couple of weeks ago, we went there and in our fursuits, same guy, and we were like, "Hey, we're back," and we did the swan boat in our fursuit.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Mountain Husky says that's amazing. I wish all places were like that. Right? Right?
Yeah.
I bet.
I wonder what happened with the Boston Park. That Boston Common Park. I wonder if it was planned because there was like a group of Christians that showed up I really don't want to talk about that much. Like, I don't hide the fact that I am Christian, but I also don't hide the fact that I hate people like that. You know, and it's weird because I always told myself, like, if a Christian ever came up to me while I was in the fursuit, I was gonna like say, "Hey, go reread your Bible. You're not supposed to be doing this. You're not supposed to be judging people. I mean, stuff like that." But I actually talked to some furries there when it finally happened, and I was going to, and they said, "No, just go with it." And honestly, they're right. So I'm not gonna do what my original plan was of like talk back to them. I'm just gonna go along with like and then in the back of my head, I'm gonna be thinking you're not doing this correctly, but I'm not gonna say anything. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything. I keep my walk with God private from my furry life. People want to say I betrayed. I mean, it was literally God who told me that this was okay. Again, I don't want to get too religious.
Exactly. Yeah, no, but I think you're doing. Mm, I think you should just give them the benefit of the doubt in that moment. Because I do understand, but it's probably better to just ignore it entirely and just pretend like you're listening.
Yeah, I've
Just
honestly I've got to do that with anti-furry content too. Like there was some past weeks where it's like now I look at their anti-furry content and I literally can't watch it because if I do, I get so freaking mad that I have to like comment something as Shadow, and I commented something as Shadow on one of the videos, and what was shocked was they actually went and they looked at my YouTube channel, the anti-furry. Went
Hmm.
and looked. I was like, oh. After that, I was like, no, 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 no. No more. Done. Stop.
Yeah,
You don't want to drag Shadow into that.
the hate is insane.
Yeah. So I'm gonna avoid stuff like that now. I don't want to drag Shadow into that, especially this early in the fandom where something like I could, totally destroy it. So I don't want. I just skip those videos now.
Yeah.
There are good
Mountain
religious videos,
Husky.
but that's what I have my normal channel for.
Mountain Husky asks, how accepting is Berlin with furries rhythm? Oh, let me tell you. Okay, so first
Accepting is
off,
what?
there's a lot of people who do love furries over here, right? Berlin's pretty much really open-minded towards furries and alternative things in general. Um, but when you're here for a con, you're fine. If you're here in private with your fursuit on or anything, you might how do I say this politely? You might get hate crimed. Cause it's still Germany. We're still in Europe. It's still pretty much the same as it's always been. There's a lot of people who love you guys. It's the same with Pops, by the way. There's a lot of people who You're getting cold. There's a lot of people who support it. There's a lot of people who love it, who do it themselves. But there's also the like dark side of it, where people are gonna hate you, follow you, hit you, whatever. So hate's inevitable, sadly, just because we're all.
So here's the funny thing, like New Hampshire, I made a video in New Hampshire. I was kind of scared about that because like here at home there is someone who has like a Trump sign up and I was like, "Oh no, I don't know about this." They they I don't know. It's one person literally on the street. So everyone else who knows about my next door neighbor who knows about who's seen it, my landlord has seen it, some people on the other street have seen it. They think it's kind of cool. You know, I've had one person. It wasn't the person in the Trump house. Someone on the other side of me, the other next door neighbor saw me in it, and they looked at me weird, and they went in back inside because they were on their porch. I was like, okay, yeah, you know. I've only done it once during the day. I've only seen it once, and it is a YouTube video too. But no. The funny thing is, the first time I shooted in public was actually in New Hampshire. First time during the day. I had those night walks, but was actually on the King of Mays Highway, New Hampshire, and I don't have the video from that. I have pictures from that here on TikTok. But I got stopped for pictures 3 times, and nobody honestly really seemed to care. But the trick is this: there are a lot of Trump supporters up there, and I don't know. Not to say I don't want to get political either, but not to say they're all bad. But my thought is that on the Kangamangas Highway, it was actually mostly tourists from out of town that wanted phones. So my thought is probably most of it. Now, that said, I have actually heard that there is like a group of outdoor furs who have fursuited on the Kangamangas Highway before. So it's not like I was the first one to do that. There are actually furries who have gone to the Kangamangas Highway and fursuited before. So I wasn't the first one to do it. So maybe they had seen them before. Maybe they were local and just had seen it. There is a group. They literally, this past weekend, were up there in the White Mountains camping. I didn't go, but they were camping up there with their fursuits. So
That's so cool.
like we said, skiing. I don't know what resort they use, but they said there is a resort that will let us ski in our fursuits, which is nuts. But I love skiing, so I love fursuit and I love skiing. Put the two together, or I wonder what that video is going to look like. Oh boy.
That would be cool. I'll be waiting for it.
I do also think my dad is kind of warmed up to this. Like he's actually planning to come to. I started pushing him to come to an event, and the event I'm hosting is like 5 minutes from his house. It was just back in my hometown, and he was like, I'll come for a little while. So he's actually going to come to the start of that event. He has seen me in my fursuit though, because the dog video, that was his dog. So yeah, that video where I reveal myself in the first to the dog. That was actually the first time he saw me. He and my stepmom saw me in my fursuit too. They saw the head, but they didn't see me wearing it until then. So sort of.
All right.
My parents that he was more worried about that. He's still worried about me going to Furpocalypse, but I'm ready for it. I've proven him wrong before, but like living alone, proved him wrong. I've been living alone for years, been successful. College, same thing. I'm gonna prove him wrong with this too. Like, well, he didn't say this is wrong. More of a concern. But I do know, that said, I do know there are people out there who they do have to hide it from their parents because their parents will react very negatively. I'm lucky that I don't have parents that would react negatively. They're also they're LGBTQ plus, or whatever the term is now. They are
LGBTQIA plus.
LGBTQIA plus? Okay. I thought the plus included all that, but anyway.
Well, it's inclusive. One sec. AJ Atlas says, "Hey bro, love the content, keep it up. Also, love the costume. Is it for Halloween?"
Although it's not just for Halloween, but there will be a Halloween party actually at Furpocalypse. I'll be at Furpocalypse during Halloween. If I wasn't at Furpocalypse during Halloween, I probably would try to there honestly aren't that many kids here. So maybe I would go back to my hometown that's what I did last year. I went to my hometown on Halloween night and just gave candy to the kids, Not
Did you voice this crap?
But I mean, I've dressed up before though, not just as a kid, but it's always sort of stupid stuff. Like one year I was James Bond, and it was just because I just put my tuxedo on. That's literally all I did.
Lol.
And I wanted a toy gun, but my dad wouldn't give it to me. So I was like,
oh.
He did give me a martini though.
What?
I was 21 at that time.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a martini.
Douglas says, "Last year my house got one group of 3 kids. Same here."
Same here?
Yeah, same here.
Same. Oh, same here. Here, or
Um,
here Hair.
Here.
Yeah, same. Oh, you're saying same here. Your house also got 3 kids.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't think I'm gonna get like there are some more kids did move in this year, so there are more kids around here now. I don't know if I can like really sort of. Although the person who moved in next to me, they haven't seen the fursuit yet, by the way. But the person who moved in next to me last week, they put up like a decoration. Like I'm going pumpkin picking this Saturday, so I'll get a pumpkin, and I do have a small little porch, so maybe I'll put the pumpkin out there. Maybe I'll actually take home the pumpkin and put it out on the porch,
Ooh.
for a couple.
Mountain Husky says to the was it James Bond?
Yeah. What about the James Bond?
Did you talk in a British accent?
I tried to. I tried to, but yeah, no, that did not go well. It sounded very fake. It's why I don't give Shadow an accent. I do have to like make things louder and kind of like squeeze my mouth. This is still really my normal voice. Like if you heard if I took this off and you heard me, it wouldn't sound much different.
Okay.
You know.
Gordon asked Shadow, would you go to a Ren fair in fursuit?
A Renaissance fair? Well, it's funny you should mention that because I actually do know fursuiters who have actually gone to. There is a Renaissance fair local, or they've gone to Renaissance fairs. Or they've also gone to the Big E. I kind of wanted to go to the Big E. It's over now. I'll plan on it next year because I do know that Renaissance fairs, the Big E is another one here in New England. I'll plan that better for next year. Once I have like more friends to go with.
Yeah.
Rotorshire and Dasher, although they did go up to New Hampshire for what do they call it? Prowl, I guess it's called. Prowl is another local thing. But yeah, there are people. There was actually here. Where are they? It's one of the friends here on TikTok. Does have pictures of them at a Renaissance fair in their fursuit, and it's funny because like there's a picture of them in the gallows with their fursuit head on.
Hmm.
Kind of like similar to how at the dog walk I had my head like sticking through one of the dogs with Kento Wolf. I still want to do a live with Kento Wolf at some point too, but I don't know if he does lives or just TikToks. But
Genesis asked if it's Denali by chance.
Denali?
Denali? I don't
The
know.
name's ringing a bell, honestly. I don't remember. It was one of the females.
I said,
I think it might have been. I think it might have actually been one of the people I talked to.
oh,
Was it-
Gordon said go to a Jacques the Whippy show. You should. You really should.
a what?
Jacques the Whipper. Do you not know him? You
No,
do
I
not.
don't.
You
I'm still
don't know
new to the
Jacques?
fandom. I'm still new to the. Give me a break. I'm still new to the fandom.
That's Jacques the Whipper is not a furry.
Oh.
He's someone who plays with. That sounds wrong. That sounds so wrong. He
Well, then don't say
plays
it. Don't say it. We
songs.
don't want to get it.
He plays songs with whips on a stage at Renaissance fairs.
I mean, you can play songs with anything. As a percussionist, I played songs with some pretty litter. I played something with something called a logger phone, and it is literally a piece of wood with beer caps on it, and the beer caps shake when you just hit the ground with the wood, and the beer caps shake. And there's literally a whole song for it.
Dang.
Yeah, no, percussion. There's the song called "Wind in the Willows," where if you go to the fourth movement, sorry, third movement. That's a four movement. There's it ends with a car crash. It tells the story of the Wind in the Willows, which is the one of Mr. Toad and it's written musically, but when the car crash happens, the whole band just stops and the percussion just literally push over like a whole bunch of metal to simulate a car crash. Yeah, there are crazy things like that in even like classical music that I've done before as a
Mm.
percussion.
Shadow.
One of the songs we were playing this year, it needs an anvil. I'm playing an anvil, literally. At one part.
Wait. Wait. Douglas said Jack is from New England.
What? Zach is from New England? Who's Zach?
Connecticut. Jacques the Whipper.
Oh,
Him.
yeah, I don't know.
I'll send you some of his videos later. You can look at them then.
You could share them in the Moonray Furs Telegram if you want,
Mm-hmm.
in the music. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Connecticut yet. I just know the Fur Bowl down there, or they do have meets down there. It's a little too far for me to go. Like I tried going the Fur Bowl there, and I just got really tired. Granted, that night I also had forgotten my meds. I was late on them, but
Oh.
still looking at it logically, I do think go driving 3 hours down there to put the person on for 2 hours and 3 hours back. I don't know if that's really worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was down there like in the case of the Connecticut first coming up here, they came here for the event they came here for the dog walk event and to fursuit at the park and to go to fur. Like that makes sense. Like I even told them like if I can hang out with some people and make a full day out of it, then yes, absolutely. Same thing with skiing. If I make a 3 hour drive, I've gotta ski at least 5 hours during the day to make it worth it, to make it worth the drive, Otherwise, I won't do it. Although this year, now that I've got my weekends back, I'll be able to use my parents' condo again. So, thank goodness for that. They call it a ski house, and it is technically a house, but I just call it a condo. They hate when I do that, though, because it's technically not a condo, but I just call it a condo.
Well, wait. If it's not one, why are you calling it a condo?
I just think of everything up. It's literally a ski house. What do they think a condo is?
But if it's a house, then it's not a condo, is it?
I know, but it feels like one. I don't get why it's such a big deal,
Shadow, you confuse me sometimes.
But I know condos are smaller. A condo would technically be part of like a big complex.
Well, yeah. First of all, that, and second of all, it only has one floor.
Not necessarily. Nope.
Most of the time, it does.
There have been condos with one of our friends has a condo, and it is a condo in a building with four other condos, or they're called condominiums. So it's a condo with four condominiums, and each condominium had 3 floors. So
I am so out. I do not know what you're talking about anymore.
So basically, like even my parents' condo, when they had an actual condo, that was in a group, that was in a condo that had 2 condominiums, and that's what makes it a condo. So technically our house is not a condo because it doesn't have any other people because it's just one living area. It's not 2 or more.
Yeah.
But by that definition, my apartment could be a condo. And the funny thing is there are actually apartments that are condos. Mine's not one because
Condos in most cities here look like small apartments, is what Mountain Husky says. Yeah, that's my definition of a condo as well.
yeah,
It's like an apartment in form of a house.
Mine's not in the form of the house. Mine's definitely an apartment. This is like my living area. Then I have my bedroom next to me, which looks pretty much like this, and then I have a kitchen and a bathroom.
Yeah. Well, that's what a condo has too, isn't it? So a condo is pretty much just an apartment in form of a house.
Yeah.
Just, you know?
But the funny thing is, like, I still have like shared spaces too. Although to be honest, my only shared space is the is the washer and dryer or in the basement. So I have a key to the basement. That's literally like the only shared space we have.
Right.
There's no like common room or anything here. Nope. Technically, this is my living room. This is my living slash work slash TV room.
Ooh.
Yeah. And in my bedroom, for once in my life, my bedroom is only my bedroom. There's no TV in there. There's the only electronic that ever goes in there is my phone. That's the only well, and lights, but yeah, nothing else in there. Unless it's in storage, like the mic and the camera get stored in there, but yeah, I spend 90% of my time in my apartment in this room. Living, you know.
Mountain Husky says I detect a rich furry.
I am not rich. No, no, no. If I was rich, I would own this place. I'm renting it. This is actually, believe it or not, I got freaking lucky with this place because this is one of the cheaper apartments I saw. It's just someone. The reason it's so cheap is it is in an old building. You can't see it, but there is a slight tilt. Like if I showed you my TV, it makes using YouTube videos hard. But my TV itself is actually on a very, very slight tilt. So that's a little dangerous, but it's worse in the kitchen. In this room, they put new carpet in, so it's not as noticeable. But like in the kitchen, jeez, oh boy, you could tell. Like if you stuck a ball on it, it would roll to the other side of the kitchen. I've done it. And there's not my air conditioning bill is through the roof here. I'm up on the third floor. There's no insulation in here. It's an old building. So yeah, they made the inside look all nice and pretty. The building itself is a piece of junk. And that's why it's so cheap, honestly. Because there's one that looked just like this. I mean, there's one that looked just like this and was more expensive because it was in a newer building. The person who lives next to me, the new person that just moved in, the old person literally moved out and they decided not to come out because one of their water pipes burst. When I came in here, this light here did not work when I came in here. My oven did not work, this light did not work, and my light in my bathroom didn't work. They've all been fixed, thankfully. The oven took a while. This light was done quick. And then the bathroom one took months. I was like, come on, man.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. But nothing major yet. No like pipe burst in my house yet. There wasn't.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah. So that's what happened to the person next to me. A pipe burst.
They still didn't fix it.
Well, they fixed theirs. The person just didn't come back.
Well, they didn't fix mine. It's been a year.
Oh wow. Bad people then.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's Germany for you.
Or actually, the person on the second floor left too. That was weird because from what I heard, they were rented directly from the owner. I'm using some third party company, same one that the person next door is using.
Mm.
And now the second floor too is through them. So like, oh dear, because the old owner actually rented directly from the person. I do like see the person who actually owns the first floor in the house, who gets like a cut of the money. I do see them. They are nice. They are, as I said, aware of the fursuit. It's funny. Like 2 weeks ago, or actually just last Monday, I went down to my car and I was getting something and I didn't think they'd be out, so I was literally going down the stairs with my head on trying to keep the stream alive. It got disconnected, so you didn't see them, But they would have been caught if it hadn't disconnected from the Wi-Fi. They would have been caught on stream. So it was like, uh-oh. So thankfully, it's disconnected from the Wi-Fi because they were aware, but they don't really want to be like on stream or something.
Mm.
So thankfully, I told them later that night, you did not get caught on the stream because the Wi-Fi disconnected. Don't worry about that. You know.
Mountain
But they're
Husky
aware.
says, Mountain Husky says, I bet they tell people a wolfman lives on the 3rd floor.
Well, the funny thing is, people already know a Wolfman lives in here because weeks ago when I first started, I was walking around at 3 a.m. in the morning because I was still night shift. In the fursuit, I had to get used to it because I didn't want anyone to see me. So I figured, oh, I'll walk around late at night when there's less people. Stupid decision, I know, but yeah. So there was actually talk of someone walking around the fursuit at night. I kind of put that to rest about 2 weeks ago because I heard it was getting kind of out of hand, the rumor. So I was like, screw it. So I went out there during the day wearing it to like kind of put that to rest. Like it's not just some random person putting on. I kind of made it so everyone knows that it's actually me now. You know,
Yeah.
that it's not some, as weird and strange as I am, they know it's not some person literally coming from somewhere else. They know it's someone in the neighborhood at least now. I don't know if that makes them feel. I don't know.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
It's not some person from some other place, you know.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
I don't know. I mean, I've been making this walk for a year, just kind of like for exercise, even before thinking about joining the fandom. So they know it's just something I do. Like I still do the walk.
Okay.
You know, not in the head, but when I need a break. Like honestly, after each live stream, it's so hot in here. I'll go outside and I'll walk around the block to cool down.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like they'll see me. You know, some people know, some people. Most people haven't really care. There are those two girls that actually. It's funny though. I haven't seen them yet, but I know there are two girls here in the neighborhood. They saw me when I was doing the 3 a.m. walk, and I went up to them when I was doing the normal walk. Before I did the walk in the head, I really hoped they would be out when I did the walk in the head because I did one of the days I was doing the walk normally. They tried to stop me because I was wearing one of the sweatshirts I was wearing when I wore my head. So I think they put two and two together that we were the same person. They wanted to ask me something. I was like, yeah. And I was waiting for it, but then they said, never mind. I was like, oh, they're too scared. That's honestly, I want them to see me walking around. I want to do it again. I want them to see me walk around the head like during the day and see what they say. Because I know they know it's me. You know, that's the funny thing. Or maybe they've heard that the wolf has like revealed himself because my neighbor is kind of a blabbermouth, so she talks to everyone, so it's not as bad, but she's seen it, so she's discovered who the furry is, you know. They're friendly, but they're friendly. I haven't had any negative reaction yet in the neighborhood. Really haven't had.
That's so good.
Really had any reaction yet.
I wish.
Probably because I haven't really gone out there or done anything in it. Like my landlord knows most of the time. She knows I do this weekly, but she's way down on the first floor, and she knows that I have like events on Saturday now. So
yeah,
she'll see me carry it. Like literally this past Saturday, she saw. I said hi to her, go into the car carrying the head in my arm. So yeah, I don't hide it anymore. I used to rush to the car with the head in it, like looking around, making sure no one saw. Now I just walk casually to the car. Like the people behind me have seen it. Everyone's seen the head. And all the neighbors have.
well, that's good.
Yeah, you know. Although, like I said, the new person who just moved in next door, They moved in last week. They have not seen the head yet. They were so like, uh-oh. Wonder what they're gonna think.
Well, they're gonna.
They're gonna find out eventually.
Yeah.
Ironically, one of the good things about an old building is that there is a very, very thick wall, so I can't hear them.
Well, that's good.
Also, my bedroom. My bedroom is up against their. I will say my bedroom is up against their bathroom. As a night shift worker, that was horrible because the other person would always get up in the morning and like shave and use the restroom. I would be in the middle of sleep. So
Gordon
good thing I
says,
wake up in the morning now.
yeah, I can tell. Gordon says you never know. You might score some ladies, Shadow.
I might what?
You might score some
Oh,
ladies.
oh, I see. He thinks maybe those girls were interested. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I never know. You never know. You know. I'm not really that interested in anyone really. I had a girlfriend
Ooh.
when I was a teenager, but
When you were a teenager.
you want. It's gonna sound weird, but we were technically 8 when we first kissed. Yeah, we started going out when we were 8, and we broke up when we were 18.
What?
She broke up with me, to be clear. She broke up with me. I didn't want to. It's weird. Yeah, I know, I know. We were like talking about marriage, and the funny thing is, our parents were completely aware, and our parents legitimately thought we were gonna go all the way to marriage. That's why they like supported it. The love was that deep that for a decade we were like inseparable, and our parents legitimately thought we were gonna go all the way to marriage.
Aww.
Yeah. And then she broke up with me when I was 18. I was like, what are you, what? Seriously?
Aww.
Yeah. I did try to date one time after that in college. Like when I was 19, and I still kind of had that like feeling. She wasn't right for me. Um, we dated for about 1 month, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to lead you on. I'm just not feeling it. So
Yeah, well,
broke it
that's
off.
fine too.
But
Gordon
hey,
says
that
I
makes
was.
me disappointed that I broke it off with them.
Yeah, well,
You keep. You just still want to be friends. I'm. I'm still wanting to be friends with them. Even the ex that broke up with me, I still talk to. We're still friends.
that's nice.
Took a little while, but I got over it, and we're friends again.
Gordon says I was in a straight marriage but divorced, then came out as gay. Now that's a story to tell.
Oh boy. Yeah. So I am, at least for now, I'm straight.
At least
I
for
never.
now, what does that mean? Someone's hetero-flexible. Okay.
No, no. That is. That was more of a joke. Like I'm not really romantically interested in anyone, to be honest. You know.
Ooh.
Maybe there's the right person out there for me. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
But I am. That's one of the few religious lessons that's probably stuck with me is to stay straight. But I do accept people. Like I've talked about how like one of my friends is gay, and we we used to hang out all the time together, and I was aware he. I was one of the first people that he came out to,
Aw.
and yeah, and I was like, oh, what do I do? And then my dad was like, so what? And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, so what? We're still friends. He knows not to make any moves on me because he got his own. I met his boyfriend literally a couple
Aw.
too. You know, I mean, Dasher and Photo, they're they're married and they're gay. And they don't hide that. They don't hide that. So I don't think any differently of them. They clearly love each other, so it works.
I mean, I'm queer too.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah. So I really don't think of it. I really don't care about that stuff, you know.
Douglas says, "Am I no one to you?"
What? Well, are you saying anything? Is he saying anything? Or you, Rhythm? You're supposed to be reading the comments because I
I
can't.
am. I am reading them to you. He
I can't
just
see
said.
them.
He just said, "And am I no one to you?" No context whatsoever.
Well, the thing about that is we haven't hung out in years. Like, I literally just got back in contact with him because he found my furry channel here on YouTube, and we've been messaging. And then I did reach out to him on my. He's friends with me on my normal Facebook, so I did reach out to him. If he messaged me on my normal Facebook, it might be because I'm tuned. My Facebook Messenger is tuned into my Persona's Facebook right now. I really don't use my normal. I don't use Facebook much at all anymore.
Shadow. He meant because he's gay.
What? Oh. Well, no, he's still a friend to me. You know, I'd love to like sometime go out and like, well, not go out, but like hang out with him again. You know, we hung out a lot when I was a Six Flags member, and so was he. So we did a lot of rides together. We went. I don't have a Six Flags pass anymore. I haven't had Six Flags for a couple years. I had to cut corners somewhere,
Oh yeah.
and I'm always at a furry event. You know, if he ever wants to come to one of the furry events, you know, I'd be all for that. You know, but no, we literally just got back in contact with each other. I'd love to hang out with him sometime, either in or outside of the suit. You know, I don't think he's a furry, so probably that would be one case where I hang outside of the suit, like skiing. If they let me do skiing in the suit, yeah, absolutely. But most of the time, like I'm gonna want to go in the expert slopes. This ain't going in the expert slopes with me. Not protecting them, but yeah, I do have people. The problem is a lot of my friends have actually left Rhode Island. Like that one friend I mentioned who was name was Chris. He's down in Florida now. My mom's down in Florida. I'm up in Woonsocket, so even my dad is an hour away. You know, he's down in the other part of Rhode Island. So I literally don't know anyone up here. That's why I like photo shoot and dash, or they're close enough. You know, people in Warwick too, and a lot of people can't afford like transportation. Literally, my first event, I had to transport someone. But yeah, I mean, if he ever wants to like hang out or something, I'll message him. I'll message him like using my real Facebook profile.
Did you hear that, Douglas?
Yeah, we'll just have to arrange something.
Yeah.
Honestly, I should have gone to the Biggie. But Six Flags, like I know he probably knows about this. I know about this. I know they took down the talking about coasters. They took down King Dakar at with like no fanfare at all at Six Flags New Jersey, Six Flags Great Adventure. I was like, what? Thank goodness I went there a couple years ago and actually rode it before they tore it down.
I bet.
And I was there on a day where it was working, so I rode it like 5 times. But it turned out my Flash Pass didn't work at other parks, only my home park, so I had to pay hundreds of dollars to do that.
Oh,
That was
wow.
expensive. Yeah. But
Ricky asks, "What's up?"
nothing much. Just doing my weekly live stream, you know.
Douglas says, "I will not miss that thing."
Yeah, he's kind of, if I recall correctly, he's kind of like into technical stuff, and it was a coaster that broke down a lot. I got lucky.
Lol.
Still, he's in the minority because a lot of people were really mad that Six Flags didn't announce. I don't want to get that didn't have like some big send off for it. He goes all over to like all these different parks, but I've still never been to. I'm just not that interested. Like I've been the reason I saw my Six, Six Flags membership was I kind of got bored of all the coasters, you know.
Yeah.
But Six Flags New England, they didn't put anything new in. No new coasters anyway. I liked the Harley Quinn Spin Sanity thing they put in, but maybe I'd go back if they would let me wear my fursuit on the rides. Yeah. You know, they had like a day where I could wear the fursuit. I know they have like the Fright Fest there, maybe. But I'll be at for Apocalypse during Fright Fest, so.
Good to know. Douglas says my cred count is only 203.
I don't know what that means. I know he's like a member of like Ace, something coaster, uh, whatever that. I forgot what it is. It's been a while since he told me about it, but like he's part of some club where like you go around and that's his thing, you know. My thing is I go around like this past year, I went around to different ski mountains that I had never been to, and skied there and found some new hidden gems to kind of excite myself. Like J Peak, I got to go back there for sure. That had the hardest trail I've ever done, and yet it was a blast.
Douglas says it means he's been on 203 coasters.
Yeah, 203 different coasters. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how many I've been on, but it's not that many.
Cross and Gulama says, higher there, love the suit.
Thanks. Um, so I've been on all the coasters at Six Flags New England, and maybe not all, but most of the coasters at Six Flags New Jersey, Great Adventure, and then some of the ones at Busch Gardens, also in New Jersey. Or was that Virginia? I forgot. I think that's Virginia. That's it. Those are. Oh, and he took me to when we say still hanging out. He took me to. He wanted to say canopy lake compound. Lake compound. So that's what it was. They were owned by the same people who own Water Country. I did not get a lake compounds pass there. I got Water Country only.
Oh.
Yeah. I like the water park a little more. So, although I only went once this year because to get your money's worth, you have to go twice. So I didn't get my money's worth this year because this thing. But hey, you know I had a blast.
Yeah.
I guess I could
That's what
check if
counts.
we still go, or there was like a really hot. No, I think they're closed now. But technically, if they were still open, I could go. I don't think they're open now, though.
Mountain Husky, quick question. Why would people in Germany not drink lattes?
I don't know why.
I don't know. He just asked, do people in Germany drink lattes? I
I don't know. Is he trying to set up a? I don't know. You know, I'm not in Germany. The
Well,
suit's
we
from-
do. We
I could
do
ask
drink
my
a lot of
suit.
coffee
My suit's
anyway.
from Germany.
Wait, what?
My suit's from Germany. So
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. We do drink a lot of coffee anyway.
Oh, oh wait. Are you from Germany?
Well, I'm based here, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I live in the capital,
Oh, right. You said yeah. You said
Berlin, yeah.
Berlin. Yeah. You said that on last night's stream.
Oh,
Yeah, my maker is hiding in Germany somewhere. Have you ever heard the name Smetana 2000? That's who made this.
yeah. Lake
I'm sure.
Compounds, yeah. It's owned by Kennywood Entertainment.
Kennywood now?
Lake Compounds, yeah. It's owned by Kennywood Entertainment. That's what Douglas said.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and they own Water Country too. They own that and they own Storyland, which I've still never been to since being a little kid. Even though my past could take me. Well, not this past year. Again, this past year was Water Country only, but the year before that, I could have gone to Storyland. I didn't have my weekends back though. That's the problem. When I was hanging out with them, I had my weekends. I have my weekends back now, so But I have so many freaking furry events on Saturdays that I'm always there. I have my event. I have my event in 2 weeks. For Apocalypse, there's an event this week. I just have so many darn furry events. It's funny because I made like a video about this. One of my friends who won't talk to me now. He was for someone from the Connecticut Fur Bowl. My actual friends are aware of it. They know who he is, but we just kind of got. He was like telling me to slow the F down, and he even said like F, but you know what he meant, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, but I know my energy limit. I'm a very high energy person. Once or twice a week, putting this on, this is not. This is fun. This is fun for me. The new
Yeah,
the
but I mean,
newness has worn off, but it hasn't stopped being fun. You know.
yeah, I get that, but I also understand where he's coming from because you can overload yourself mentally and socially
Yeah,
very fast,
I
right?
understand that, but I've got friends who literally put the suit on every single day, which I don't. But I've got friends who literally put the suit on every day and they can handle it. Some
Douglas says
some
I
people maybe
don't
can't,
have. Oh,
but I can.
sorry. Douglas says I don't have weekends. It's busy at the airport on the weekend.
Oh yeah, he changed his job. I forgot that. He
Right.
did. He told me that in PM private messages. His job's different now.
Mad says, is there any holiday events at furry conventions?
Well, for Apocalypse is literally themed around Halloween. There's literally going to be like a trick or treat night.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What?
The theme for Anthem New England is just going to be Western. But yeah, they all have themes. Like they're going to be like I've heard like Anthem New England. Everyone's going to have some sort of Western theme. So it's like, oh, I got to think of something for that.
That's so cool.
I've heard that there's like a wolf thing at there's like a thing for wolves at for Apocalypse. So
Ooh.
I'll have to try to find that. Oh, their theme this year is Twilight Zone though.
Ooh.
But they'll have like a Halloween party. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know about Christmas. But Vacation Land is going to be in March, so I don't know about that either. But I mean, like, talking about Independence Day, Anthrocon is literally an Independence Day weekend. Like, on Independence Day, it was my second year at Phantom, I went to my parents' cookout, my parents' Independence Day cookout at their house. And my dad was like, "What are you watching?" I was like, "What do you think I'm watching?" Because by that point I had told him. And I was like, "I'm watching Anthrocon on my phone while I was eating." So he was the only one at that point. He hadn't even told my stepmom, so I was like trying to hide it. That I was watching Anthrocon on my phone while I was eating burgers. And I
Well,
didn't have a suit yet either. That was like 2 weeks before I got the suit, so.
Mountain Husky says, wish I was closer. I'd love to join for Apocalypse.
Yeah. Well, where's he again? I forget.
Uh,
Is he closer
I
to New England?
I don't remember.
I forgot where he's
Um,
from.
Smokey says, what's good?
Everything. Everything's good. You know?
Mad says, Anthrocon is my dream convention. I'd love to partake in the dance competitions. Oh, I bet. Those look fun.
Yeah, they do. That's something I need practice, but that's something maybe I would do. Either that or singing. Like, I've been part of the courage thing is one reason I've still been doing like the walk is at night is to get out and kind of like belt out songs. All that I'll still do at night. Or I've had
Right.
people compliment me on it. I'm like, oh, I've got like a list of songs that I'm practicing that I could sing. Or like I haven't been I've been out of Gear VR for VR chat for way too long. I gotta get back in there and get back on furry karaoke. They have furry karaoke.
They do?
Yeah, it's
Um,
literally just karaoke, but but mostly furries who go in there.
That's so cool. Mountain Husky says he's from West Wyoming, above Colorado.
So yeah.
Mad says that's cool. I also like singing though. I get a little stage fright. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yeah, same. It's more my. I used to sing as a kid a lot, but it's more like I grew up and I lost my range. I need to increase my range.
You just need some practice.
Yeah, definitely. There is something else too. Like I've got a dental issue. I'm basically living off of ibuprofen right now.
Oh, that's not
I have no
good.
insurance right now because I just started a new job. Should be about this week or next week that I get the insurance, and then I can't. It requires a specialist. I'm seeing them in December, so hopefully, right around the time ski season starts, I finally get this fixed. Most of the stuff is fixed. It's just one more tooth that I have to get fixed.
That would be nice.
Yeah, but yeah, it's mostly just food. Honestly, ibuprofen has been working. Um, but yeah, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me too much, you know.
Okay, well that's good then.
And ibuprofen works. Like honestly, I did try not taking it for a while and putting the head on. It's whenever some pressure is added or whenever the mouth has to make big movements. So like, if I hadn't taken the ibuprofen before starting this, it would be hurting. But I'm good. I'm good. You know,
Okay, well that's good to hear.
I can last. I can last essentially 2.5 more months until I finally get that fixed. But that's like the one personal problem I have right now is that. So if that's the only personal problem I have, then I'm doing pretty good. You know.
Mountain Husky says healthcare is bad and near non-existent in the US. I've heard, and I am so sorry for you guys.
He's right though. I've been pretty lucky because of my special needs, I do get my meds for free.
Okay.
But even then, even though I get it for free now, it's become a pain in the butt to do that. You
It's
know?
about $50,000 if you break your leg. I've seen people pay $5,000 to $10,000 for an ambulance just for a ride to the hospital for 5 minutes.
Yep, yep. So I got to be very careful right now because I have no insurance because I left my job. It's like I said, I basically got to survive one more week without insurance because there'll be a qualifying event 30 days after starting the job where I'll be able to apply. Even though I'm on a contract, the contractor does offer health after 30 days, so and dental. So got to get both of those.
You're getting roses.
We're getting roses. Thanks for the roses. Whoever's giving me roses.
Average income here is 30 to 45,000 p. Yeah, I've seen. Thank you for the rose, Sharky. I've seen. Imagine having so many medical bills to pay and going into debt just because you don't earn enough and you have to pay that much just for a single hospital visit or for a doctor's visit or anything of that matter.
Yeah.
It's
I can
insane.
imagine. I can imagine, but imagine it's all I can do. I've never had a case like that. Although I will have a case like that if I get hurt right now because I don't have insurance.
Please don't.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that would suck. The funny thing is my medication is ready and I can't go pick it up. I think that I still have like another month's worth to cover me. It's specifically that reason that my neurologist switched me from 30 days supply to 90 days supply. So I've got my ass covered. If
You're getting booped.
another boop. Boop. Or I don't know if I should be doing that boop or
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Should I be booping on those or should I just be doing that? You know?
You can do both, I think. Switch it up. Yeah, I agree. My wisdom tooth removal got laid off because of the healthcare crisis in the US. Yeah, I've seen.
I've actually had all my wisdom teeth out already.
Um, as Americans, we pretend we are walking on eggshells to prevent a hospital visit. Yeah, I can imagine. They will
Yeah.
charge $100 just for a bandage. 100, a $100 for
Yeah.
a single bandage. No, you're kidding.
No, so I actually got pulled over. Not pulled over. One of my car crashes. When I crashed the car, the ambulance pulled over and they were like, "We could do a physical for you." And I was like, "How much?" I'm like, "Oh, it's $500 for physical." They're like,
Oh, what?
physical. I don't need a physical. I don't need a
What?
full-on physical in an ambulance.
What the?
I'm
What?
not
What?
that. Yeah. Just to get examined in an ambulance was $500.
Wait, this is getting crazier by the minute. More like $300 for one single tablet of a 500 milligram ibuprofen. You're kidding.
Maybe not. If they're administering it, it could be administration fees.
Excuse me? I can get 25 tablets in a pack for like €6. That's insane. Ride an ambulance? That will be 3 to 5 grand. Yeah, I've seen.
I could buy like a 500 tablet from my local store for like $20.
$20?
Yeah.
$20 for a single one.
No, for 500.
For 500. Well, yeah. That's no. No, you're kidding.
What is that expensive?
It is. Absolutely
$20 for
is.
a pack of 500 ibuprofen tablets?
That is expensive, yeah.
That's cheap. That's for the generic. If I wanted the real one, it would be 30. If I wanted the brand name.
What?
Yeah.
For the generic brands, for a pack of ibuprofen for 400 to 600 milligrams, you pay 6 to 8 euros.
Milligrams, tablets. 500 tablets. They're 200 milligram tablets.
Wait. You get 500 tablets in a pack?
Well, there are different versions. There's like the 20 pack, the 40 pack, the 200 pack, the 5. I get the 500 pack.
What?
Because I need a lot right now because of the stupid tooth. So I've been using a lot. So I buy like the 500 pack.
If you could see my face right now, I am shocked.
What?
Because no, wait.
I think
Wait.
I'm making a disconnect. That's pretty cheap.
That is not cheap to me. That
It's
is pretty
500
expensive.
It's 500 200 milligram tablets.
Yeah, I get that. But that's still expensive.
Yeah. Not as bad as some stuff though. Give a guess how much without insurance, give a guess how much my medication would be.
I really don't want to guess.
The price has gone up. It used to be 600. It used to be 600. It would be 800 now. And actually, that was for a 30-day supply. So my 90-day supply would be 3 times that.
Wait, so what?
Yep. My life-saving medication would cost me $800 per month if I didn't have insurance. Thankfully, I have insurance.
I don't have any words. Excuse me, what?
Sorry about that. I got up. A call tried to interrupt me. Yeah, the system's messed up here. $2
grand bill for an STD test at an urgent care. I am so out. What the act? No.
Yeah. Welcome to the United States. I'm just used to it by now.
Can't y'all just move over here? You'll have free healthcare.
Yeah. I can't just move. I can't just up and move. You know, it's more complicated than that.
I'll fly you out. I don't want you guys suffering like this. That's insane.
Yeah. I know. Well, you know, I make it work, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but like,
So you want to know why I'm not rich? That's why I'm not rich, you know. I pay $600 a month for my electricity and $100 a month for my gas. And in the winter, I pay $200 for my electricity and $200 for my gas. Sometimes 300 if it's a really cold month.
wait,
But
so wait,
winter is actually cheaper for me.
wait.
And gas, and actually, I just got an alert that my electricity prices are going up.
I can't. Wait, this is breaking my brain.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
mental.
also, even I have higher than normal energy bills. Like my dad only pays 450 for its entire like 2,500 square foot house, but I pay 600 for this little midget of a place because it's an old house with like no insulation and I have to use one of those electric ones.
Shadow.
Yeah.
Someone is asking what part of the US you're from.
I'm in Rhode Island. I'm in northern Rhode Island.
Welcome to
Well,
US prices. That's not US prices. That's capitalism at its finest. I cannot. I that no. My brain is broken.
I always wondered why people complained, and now that I'm living on my own, I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm literally not even going to the supermarket anymore. Literally living off of convenience stores now. I'm I'm eating out of convenience stores basically right now. That will probably change when I start working from home again, but to cut money down. I mean, to give you an idea, I'm paying like $900 a month for my food.
What?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. That a normal day for me can be $30 to $40 for food.
Wait. How much for a single day of food? Just like
Yeah, $40.
what?
I mean, the lunch in my workplace, a cheap lunch is $8, an expensive lunch is 12, and that's just for the sandwich. It's another $3 to $4 per um for like a bag of chips, and then another like $5 or $6 to eat for a drink. You know.
I, I'm gonna have a fucking crisis. Sorry, I'm gonna have a crisis up in my.
Even when I go to the supermarket, I'm still spending like 500, $600 a month. I save money by going to the supermarket, but it's honestly it's still like $500, $600. Yeah.
I, I,
I think the lowest amount of money I've spent on food in a month is $400. That's the cheapest month I've had.
$400 for a month's worth of food. No,
Yep.
no.
Yep.
Oh,
And prices are going up again.
you can't. No, wait. Give me a sec. I need to process this.
You can't see it, but I'm smiling and I'm laughing in here.
Yeah, I know. I can hear it because
Yeah.
you're used to it. I'm not.
I am used to it, yes.
That's insane.
Doesn't mean I have to be happy about it, you know. I am young enough to remember, like, in college, that seemed like I think prices have literally doubled. I could probably live off in college, I could live off $200 to $300 for my groceries for the month.
I am currently in shock.
Yeah, in college, what used to take $200 takes 400 now. Honestly, grocery prices have doubled. Since college. So it's been 15 years since college. So
My brain can't.
why do you think I need to change jobs? I needed a job that paid better. So
A
that's why I changed
frozen,
jobs.
a frozen pizza is like what? $5 here, there 15 to 20. What? What?
Yep.
No, no, wait, no, stop.
Wait,
Wait.
I got an idea. I got an idea. I want to play a guessing game. I think I still have something in here.
Oh my god. You say the land of the free as long as the government gets all of the money and doesn't have to be in public. Well, yeah, we're on our way to do just the same thing. So I'm guessing I have to get used to your prices now because we're about to have the same problem. A mushroom double with fries and a shake from A&W is now about $30. Excuse me? Alaska is so hard to get to, so prices are high. That doesn't excuse robbing people of their money and making them like no. No. I no.
Okay, let's do these two. I don't have a lot of frozen stuff right now, but I do have two frozen things. So let's do these two. This is a pack of. Do you know what Tostinos are?
Yeah.
Little pizza rolls.
Yeah.
This is a pack of. Let's see how many. I can't see in the soup. How many are there in here? I don't know how many are in here actually. So let's go with this one first. This is a pack of 8 sausages. 8 sausage, not links, they're patties. Guess how much? Actually, honestly, those are a bad example because those are only like $2 for 8 of those. For 8 of these frozen ones. Frozen food is actually still fairly cheap. This was a bad example. The Tostinos are like $4 or $5 though, for however many rolls that is.
Is that without or with tax?
Without.
So wait, how much do you add onto that to get to the final price?
This is 15 rolls. It's like $4 for 15 of these little rolls, these pizza rolls. It's like $2 for 40. The sausages are actually a bad example. I honestly don't have any good examples right now because I haven't been to the supermarket.
But
I
wait,
got
wait. If those are $4, how much tax do you add onto that for the final price?
7%.
7%. Do I look like a calculator? Each state has a different sales tax bracket. What? Then each city may include a sales tax also. What?
Okay, I got a good one actually.
I'm scared.
How much do you think that chicken pot pie is? It's how many
Well,
ounces?
it's a quiche.
It's 7 ounce. It's a 7 ounce chicken pot pie. How much?
I could not tell you if I wanted to because I'd be wrong either way. Tax is different in every state. Some don't have it. Some are 5 to 10%. 5 to 10? Mountain Husky says $8 is my guess.
Close. It's 6. It's 6.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can't deal with this.
He's kind of right though because the bigger one from Murray Calendars is 8. He's right. He is right. There are some of them. That's one of the cheaper ones. That's the cheap banquet one. So that might even be the $5 one. But the Murray Calendar ones can be $8 or $9. They are bigger though. They're not the 7 ounce one. They're like 12 ounces or something, 10 or 12. So they're a little bigger. But he's right. A lot of them are 8.
No, this is breaking my brain.
I'm
Stop
glad.
smiling. That's not funny.
What?
I said stop smiling. That's not funny.
Food is one of the most expensive things over here. Okay, let me ask you this. So it's honestly why I go to like the supermarket. I can get like 8. I can get a burger from even McDonald's has gone up in price. It's like $3 for a freaking burger from them now.
We pay about 4.
What?
We pay about $4 for a burger over here, but only because fast food is more expensive here anyway.
Yeah.
Most people cook for themselves.
It's growing. It's growing in price here too. But
Yeah.
ironically enough, it's now pretty much the same price as food from the supermarket. You know, I'd save maybe 200 to $300 a month by going to the supermarket. But it's much more convenient to just drive, not have to cook, and grab something already pre-cooked from like a convenience store on the way to work. So ironically, I probably save more money from gas that I'm already on it, and I don't have to go through the hassle of literally. In my case, it's more. It really is a convenience because I don't have to hike up 3 sets of stairs with giant things of bags. You know,
Mhm.
that's the hard part.
We don't have real bread here either. I saw that. I saw yours toast
Yeah.
jumping back into form after people crushed it up. I am not kidding. Yours bread is rubber.
You probably wouldn't like the bread that's on that chicken pot pie then.
No, I wouldn't, because
Even I'll complain about that.
look, I'm German. We have about 71 different varieties of bread over here, okay?
Yeah,
I wouldn't be happy with any bread from the US unless someone made it themselves.
we do have bread makers here. You know, they're usually much more expensive
Well, yeah, of course.
because I think like a loaf of bread can be $8.
A loaf, wait, a loaf of bread is $8.
Yeah, that's the fresh made one. The
No.
the normal ones can be five. The normal ones aren't much cheaper though. They're like $5 or $6.
Do this.
I think I have a loaf of bread that was like $5 or $6, and it was
I
like,
can't do this. Hi, ice pause. Someone says cute suit.
thanks.
We can order grain from Europe and make it here homemade. That's the only way to eat healthy. Well, yeah, but that would be really expensive. And like the Orange Man said, he's not exporting anymore from or to Europe, right? So
Yeah, I don't pay attention to politics anymore.
that's okay. You guys should probably move.
Yeah, you know, not as easy to do as you would think. But if I would move, I would move to a place that does a lot of skiing. Sweden, I think maybe.
I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna have to like. It's normal to us. You know, that's the weird thing. It's normal to us.
Thank you, Donald Trump. Pretty much 3 times the cost now because of Orange Julius.
Well, to be fair, it was not that I'm trying to support the Orange Man, but like it was going up before that. Prices were going up before that.
That's true. That's true.
They
But only
were they
because
were going
inflation
up.
was, yeah, only because inflation was on its way
Nothing
anyway.
new. Inflation started when I was a kid, and now I'm 36.
Yeah.
I've slowly watched prices go up.
Yeah. I would like to move to London someday. It's my dream vacation along with Paris. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where I'd like to move to be honest. Philip, who was on yesterday, wants me to go out and visit him in Australia.
Don't.
What?
Don't.
Don't go visit him in Australia?
I mean, you can visit, just don't stay there.
No, yeah, no. I mean, he's pretty happy there, though. There are a lot of, like, his local fur group is huge.
I bet.
And they have, like, several meets a week. Lucky, lucky. He gets a lot of videos out of that.
Don't. I'm warning you. Don't go to Poland. Don't move to Germany. Don't go anywhere in the center middle of Europe. That's just
But you're in Germany, aren't you?
exactly. I'm warning you.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's freaking expensive to live here, but well, things used to be good here in the U.S. of A. But yeah,
Oh,
well, they're going downhill a little bit. Again, I don't really want to get political. That's
that's
what my
okay.
normal channel was for.
Mika says, "I love your forehead."
Thanks.
Queensland, Sydney, and Perth are the more accepting places, I'm told, says Mountain Husky.
Mhm. So I will say Rhode Island, despite the fact I mentioned earlier, someone supports the you know who on this. Rhode Island is generally more like accepted. Like I said, people will like see us in the parks and they'll want a photo and stuff like that. It is generally more accepting here. It's kind of a mix, but we do lean more on the acceptance side. Like I said, the whole state knows about the Rhode Island furs. There like there are literally places all over the state. We'll just call up and say, "Hey, we want a fursuit there," and they'll say, "Sure, come on over." Like bowling alleys that'll do it. The corn maze, that event I mentioned, I just called up my friend at the corn maze, say, "Hey, I joined the furry fan, by the way. Think we could fursuit there?" And they go, "Sure, come on down." You know, you'd be surprised how many people are actually okay with it. You know,
All right. Well, that's good.
or just in general, like you said, the LGBTIA plus,
UIA.
QIA plus, generally very accepted up here. Except the like, there's always going to be those people who's not. You know.
Oh, yeah. I wish.
How do we get all the way to talking about this? Oh. Much more serious stream than last night's. Well, last night I was trying to interview Philip about like Australia. Now I know he wasn't talking much. That stupid echo. Ugh. But yeah. Like 6 people watching it. Any other questions?
Mountain Husky just says you can blame me. And Mad says, well, it was nice chatting, but I gotta go. Have a wonderful day, you two.
Yeah. So I think we'll be wrapping up soon too. We're about to hit the 2 hour mark, and I do still wanna. I did last night. I went right to bed after stream. I do. I do need to do some of my own errands that I put off last night, and I gotta go to bed. And I did not get good night's sleep last night, so I gotta go to bed tonight at the right time. And like, yeah, I still got 2 or 3 hours, so I want to do a couple of things that I still. If I have the energy, I'll shoot the YouTube video. But in all reality, I'll probably shoot the YouTube video tomorrow night and upload it tomorrow night. It's a weekly video. But I'll work on like the script tonight because I kind of want to do this one scripted. I didn't want to do it last night because I wanted to do the live stream first.
Right. Hollow Fox asks, did you make your fursuit?
I did not make my fursuit, no. Came from a German maker, Smetana 2000. A lot of people around here did not make their own fursuits. They bought, you know, like, so I've been asking people like who they bought from, you know. But I don't plan to make my own fursuit. I'm not that good. I've got shaky hands, so.
That's okay.
Yeah, I would not be able to do that, you know. It was hard enough to draw the original version of my persona. We get 3K, okay. So does anyone have any last minute questions? Because I'm thinking if I do go eat, then like right before bed, I can probably put this on for a little while to shoot the YouTube video. If not, after work tomorrow, for sure.
Yeah. Pup Amputee says higher shadow.
Hey, hey Papa MUT. Let's see, what else? Anything else? We talked
Not
about
really.
licensing on the EOS. We talked about the
We talked
microphone.
about lots of things.
What else?
Good question.
I generally try to talk about furries, but the whole thing is I don't have that many. I don't have that. I don't have too many viewers yet. So I generally like to ask questions, but I do know like some people do just talk.
Yeah.
And,
Lots of people also make things while they're on stream, so
yeah. My thought was I would maybe get like a somehow figure out how to set up like VR chat and do that. Like do VR chat things or
like Sid, you mean?
maybe I've had some people contact me for like VR avatars and I think they're scams. Like
Yeah.
honestly, when I get back into the now that I have my design, when I get back into the VR chat, I will maybe contact one of the creators that I'm like and say, "Hey, are you doing commissions right now?"
Yeah.
Or on Furful, they'll have it there if they have commissions.
Hi, Avarius.
Okay, so trying to think of other thing. We could talk about anime. Well, anime. That's another thing. I was so tired last night. I didn't get to watch. I didn't get to watch any of the anime. I didn't get to watch Survivor. I still. Oh, yeah. Survivor Wednesday. I didn't watch last week's Survivor, so I got to watch that. I got the first episode. I got spoiled because YouTube recommended it to me, and I found out who was voted out of the first episode. I was like, ah,
Oh God.
yeah. I usually don't watch. That's like the one live show that I watch. And I usually watch it the next day, so I got to be very careful about that. Anime. I watch a lot of anime. What am I watching right now? Shield Hero. Shield Hero is ending its season right now. My Life as a Vending Machine is towards the end of its season right now. A lot of the full animes are coming to an end now.
I bet.
Kaiju number 8, that's coming to its end. Season end, that is. Other big animes, they're all coming to an end. So might be time to go back and look at like some of those animes I put on my watch list that I always try to find an anime to like binge. Like the last anime I binged was my name my what was it? Oh, Natsume's Book of Friends.
Mm.
That one, I binged that one. Which that one is still not over. The anime might be over, but there's still content out there. There's like one more arc. I'm like, come on, there's one freaking arc left. Adapt it already. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Or I know there's like Hunter x Hunter where like it's like because there was like this big year gap, they don't adapt the final arc of it. Really? Or Bleach, I know the Bleach final arc that's on Hulu though. Although maybe from what I've heard, Disney's getting rid of Hulu, so maybe those anime will default back to Crunchyroll now, so I can watch them at last.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Like Boruto is on there, but no dubs, so a
Oh,
show
you
like
watch
that
dubs?
so long I have to get the dub.
Oh, you watch dubs?
Yeah, I generally I do. There are some shows I watch subs like I watch subs of One Piece, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Although the dub is catching up to that, but that's one case where I will actually admit I do not like the dub as much as the sub. The voice, I hate Jinbei's voice actor.
I don't really like dubs anyway. I don't know. The voices sound
A
weird
lot of some
sometimes.
cases where like I like the dub like what is it? Rent a Girlfriend. I love the
Ooh,
English voice actor better. Much.
really?
I love the English voice actor so much better than the Japanese ones.
Okay, I'll try to remember.
It's personal preference.
Yeah, that's okay.
To be fair, they do make the characters. Usually, when the anime looks like more American, like the characters look kind of American or kind of normal, like not Japanese. When they don't look Japanese, I like hearing the American accent. When they're clearly Japanese, then yeah, I can absolutely like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like One Piece, hearing the English voices come out of them is hard now.
Yeah, I get that.
Uh, plus, it's the whole translation thing. I will tell you though, I like English translations of Japanese music. I know it's not exactly accurate, but they do reword things. Like there's an artist called Amelie,
Hmm.
and she does a great job translating. Like like she did Naruto songs, Black Clover songs. Or the crazy thing is some like with Kaiju number 8, some of the newer anime are getting on board and they're like, I think we make more money off music over here in the US, so they'll actually have like the Black Clover theme song is made or its original language is English.
Oh.
Oh wait, no. Sorry, I'm wrong about the Clover one. The Black
Okay.
Clover one is originally Japanese, but they have like an
Um,
official English version of it by an artist.
oh, right.
The Kaiju number 8 one, yeah, that one I think that was originally My Hero Academia. I think is another one where no, I don't. There are some anime where the English version is like the official one.
We can still look it up sometime.
Yeah,
That's okay. Rusty asks if you have a favorite number.
7.
7.
Lucky number 7.
That's good to
As a
know.
kid, it was the number 3, but now it's just 7 for some reason.
Oh, okay.
It's a lucky number, I guess. So that's my favorite number.
Mountain Husky says I liked My Hero Academia. I liked it too, actually. It's been long though since
I'm
I've watched
behind
it.
on it. Don't say too much. I'm behind on it. I didn't realize the new season came out, so I have to play catch up with that.
There's a new season? I haven't watched it in a long time. It's been years.
Or I just saw the Demon Slayer, the first part. I guess it's all going to be a movie now.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw the first movie.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've been up and down about Demon Slayer. It has some great moments. Like I don't like that Nezuko stayed alive. I think she should have sacrificed herself.
Oh.
You know, I get that she tried, but I think they should. They were close there. They should have let her die.
Oh.
I have been spoiled at how the anime ends, and I'm just like, really? That's how you're gonna resolve it? I don't want to say it for people who are watching the anime only, but I did just yesterday have the ending spoiled for me. I was like, that's how it ends. It's gonna be one of them. Maybe they'll handle it wonderfully, but I don't know like all the details. But if they don't have like some great explanation and handle it perfectly, I'm gonna be majorly disappointed in that ending.
I bet.
I've been majorly disappointed in Boruto, consistently disappointed in it. Like, great, you brought Kurama back. That's great. Yeah, but from what I've heard, like now there's this whole bunch of nonsense, and like now it turns out that doesn't matter because there's someone else that's more powerful than even Boruto. Now it's like, really, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Just end it with Shippuden. Like my fan fiction has become my headcanon for that show.
Yeah.
Kurama's not with Naruto in my headcanon. He's with me. No, I literally made like another version of me. Well, much younger version, like a younger version of me that's like similar. It's like a mix of Naruto and Sasuke, but he understands Kurama more, so Kurama actually he gets transported to like a world similar to ours, and kind of like an isekai, except at the end of the first arc, Naruto does find him, and the whole thing was like I could end the anime there, and Kurama goes back, and we got like a one season story, or I could have him like decide to stay with Kira and then move the show on from there. But the whole issue with that is not an original idea. I could retool it though. Like I've been trying to retool it. I could retool it, definitely retool it so that it's an original character. Because Kurama will be the only character from the Naruto anime in this world that I didn't create. So I could retool it so that it's some other character from some other world and comes here. Just have them be very similar as far as attitude and goes and everything. I could have used one of my personas even.
That makes sense.
My whole thing was I even before I knew what a free was, I did kind of want to wear a costume of Kurama. To be honest, I had seen some pretty cool ones. And I was like, oh, I want to do that.
Let's get you one.
What?
What?
No. I wanna wear my own character.
Oh, okay.
That's part of it. Like I saw this and said, it wasn't a perfect match, but it was close enough to my character that I was like, I want to wear this, you know.
Okay, makes sense.
And it's only made me want to get a fursuit of my character of that at the time, you know.
That would be cool.
Yeah, for sure. I'll have like I would love to get more followers and more subscribers so I could do like a big fursuit reveal video someday, you know, in a couple months.
I bet.
Yeah.
We'll get you those.
Honestly, that would probably get a lot of views, like new fursuit video.
Yeah.
Would probably get a lot of views.
I mean, you're at almost 2.4K.
Right, followers, yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, like one of the friends that's here in Rhode Island, they're at 11K followers.
Yeah.
The one in the recent Furville video, the one that comes up and like scares me, the one.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're at like 11,000 followers, and you got like they're still small because there are people out there with like millions of followers.
Yeah. But
How
that's
many does Max Fluffy have? How many followers does he have?
I don't know.
Even Finn. Finn's more on Instagram, but he still has a big following here.
That's true.
Yeah. I gotta make it work. I gotta get lucky. Like I still don't know how I got that one dog video. I think it might be time to use that secret weapon and post another dog video. But like I said last night, the good news is if I take this person up to the ski house, then maybe I could get a dog video of him of us in the snow or something, you know.
That's a good idea.
I'll just have to ask my parents' permission first.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll talk to my dad about it in a couple weeks when I see him at the fursuiting event that I'm doing right there. He's still never been to like an actual event, so this is going to be a new experience for him to come to an event. He's seen me in my fursuit, but he's never seen anyone else in their fursuit, so it's a fursuit event, so he's going to see a lot of fursuiters. Not just me. Oh, he'll get to meet my real friends. Photoshoot and Dasher, he'll get to meet them.
Somebody says I love your fursuit.
Thank you. Everyone loves the fursuit.
Yeah.
The only complaints I've ever got about my fursuit were from kids who were scared of it. And maybe some dogs.
Kids who are scared of it, actually?
Yep. I talked about it. If you go watch the Apple Picking video, I left a clip in there, not the kid being scared, but I comment like, that kid just said they were scared of a wolf. I won't forget that there was a kid who was scared of the wolf, which goes back to like I made a whole story about a kid who was scared of mascots, and he gets over his fear by becoming a mascot. So that's really kind of accurate to what happened here.
Yeah.
You know, get over the fear by. In my case, I really did wasn't scared so much. It's just I'm sure you know. But it is crazy, like how fast he gets into it. There's no like big growth moment for him in the sword watch. He just gets in it, and people always say, "Why does he just get in it?" Well, like me, he just decided to do it. You know, it's that simple sometimes. But yeah.
Alright.
Anyway, where did that go? So yeah, there have been kids who were like, there have been two kids that were scared of it, and like a dog that was scared of it, and it's ironic. Like at the dog walk, I think you might be able to see the dog walk video. Like one dog comes up to me, and off to the side there's like another dog that's kind of like avoiding me. I tried to cut them out in the picture, but that was one of the dogs that avoided me. There were dogs that barked at me.
No.
There were plenty of dogs that were just curious, though. You know.
Aubrey, yes, Shadow is a fairy. He is sitting there in his partial.
Yep, I got my phone on. I don't have my tail on.
That's
I'll
okay.
be honest, I don't have my tail on. It's in the other room.
Well, you're sitting down. Why would you need a tail right now?
Well, you'd be surprised. When I'm sitting down outside, I usually just have. I'm usually just playing with the tail in my lap. You know.
Yeah.
I usually swing it around and put it in my lap and just play with it a little bit. You know.
That sounds so wrong, Shadow.
I know where you're going from this, but it's a freaking tail. It's not the.
Well, yeah, but the way you worded it, Shadow, it sounded so wrong.
What's wrong about playing with
Yeah,
I
you
know where you're
notice?
going, but playing with a tail. That I know where that sounds wrong.
You should just stop
I
saying
mean,
it by now.
literally mean playing with the tail. It's
Yeah.
literally. It's the tail. It's not the other. You know what?
Yeah, I know. You should just stop saying it by now. Repeating yourself won't make it better.
I think you're starting to think.
I'm not thinking nothing. Douglas says my dogs would go crazy.
Yeah. Think so? Ah, we should give it a try. So we should try it then.
Ooh.
I'll come over with a fursuit and we'll give it a shot. You'd be surprised how many dogs are actually okay with this. The trick is to do kind of like with kids. I've learned you just got to get down to the dog's level. You got to offer them just like you got to offer them a paw. You know, you got to basically kind of act more human than animalistic, and they'll kind of go for it. Kids, you really. I found out that kids are harder. Like at the Boston Furry Picnic, I had a lot of kids come up to me, so I was like, "What do I do?" So I learned you basically gotta like kneel down to their level.
Yeah, just hug them if they want to. Just act.
Yep. So I did get a couple interactions with kids.
I bet.
There was another one that was scared of the wolf. They said, but that one got over its fear because I realized. Oh, and I got down on my knees like, and I was like, "Hey, I'm fine." And like, I like put my paw up for like a high five.
That's so cute.
He, he came up to me and gave me a quick high five. So I was like, "Yes."
Oh, that's so cute.
So yeah, the dogs. I just let on my paw. They would at least come sniff me or something, and then
Yeah.
one of them went bonkers though and started wrapping his leash around me. Yeah. Like really? Oh dear.
Yeah.
The problem is it's hard to see out of this, so I couldn't tell which way he was going. So I walked the wrong way and tangled it off even further. So I was like, no, it was like, just stop. And made me feel sick, and I have to walk around me like twice to get me untangled.
At least you didn't trip.
Yeah, I've still never tripped in the fursuit. Well, I've tripped, but I've never fell.
Right.
It's funny, and in like the Boston video, I did actually leave in one clip where I was recorded. Actually, I made a TikTok out of it too. It's up on here on TikTok. That was not staged. That was actual, legitimately me tripping over the. And that wasn't the worst of it. I had tripped one other time on that same thing, and it was worse. I almost fell. I did not fall, but I like tripped a lot. That was the second time when I was used to it. It still wasn't staged, but I was used to it, so I recovered faster. Definitely a tripping hazard in this head, though.
Shadow, I will say though, I have about 10 minutes left.
Okay, we'll end it in 10 minutes then.
Okay, because I do have to get to work tomorrow, and I
Yeah.
do need sleep.
Well,
Because
what
it's
time?
2 a.m. for me right now.
What?
Yeah.
Well, no wonder you're loopy. What time did you say it was?
2 a.m. 2:19.
2 8. Wow. Yeah, it's 8:19 here, so you're 6 hours ahead of me.
Oh yeah. I live half the world away.
Yeah, I know. That's why with Philip, I had to do him in a. No, I don't mean it that way. I had to bring him on early in the early in the morning for him.
Tomorrow, I was about to say, isn't it, in the AM? Well, yeah, today I haven't slept yet, so it's not the next morning until I've slept, you know?
Yeah, I always still saw as like even though I work night shift, I always still saw it as morning and me sleeping in the middle of the day and waking up in the afternoon.
Yeah. I wake
Now
up
I
at
go to sleep late
2:15
at
when I
night,
go into work.
and I go to now as I go to sleep at night, I wake up um, that, so
Yeah.
yeah, we went pretty far, so I do think I'm gonna do the YouTube video tomorrow night because I don't have a live stream.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because if I have the energy, I'll try to shoot it 2 or 3 times and take like the best take. I
Yeah.
haven't done that the past couple of weeks. I do also want to try to. The other thing is if I could try to make 2 videos and post them because there are still other videos I want to make before FurPoc. I'm delaying the year comparison video. I've talked about like things that happened last year. They're gonna do like a full scripted video about that. I'm gonna delay it because last November of last year is when my life started turning around when I like bought the sound system finally, which was a dream come true. So really, November of this year would be the perfect time to do it, right
Right.
after Apocalypse.
Right.
Then like the great year that started in last November. And then compare it to the terrible year I had before that. Ugh.
Why was it terrible?
Well, it was terrible because I was living alone, but I was living in a house that my parents rented because my parents for 3 months. My parents were getting the house renovated. It was in it was in January. You think this place is bad? Oh my god! It was a giant house, but they had electric heat, so I couldn't sleep at all because I was either burnt too. It was winter, so the heat had to be on. I was either burning my butt off or freezing my tail off, so to speak. Working was miserable. I didn't have my I had my soundbar with me. That was it. I didn't have any of my electronics. I want to make a whole Wolf game video about how terrible that was. The Wolf game.
Mm-hmm.
I used it as like my escape, but that was a problem. It was not a healthy escape like this is. This is a healthy
Right.
escape. It's helping me improve my life. It's less stress. The Wolf game. I'm gonna make a whole video about that darn Wolf game and
All
how
right.
it was essentially pay to win. That I'm making a script for.
Okay.
Like, just give me an I kept no friends for that. Even the person I thought was going to keep my friend hasn't contacted me in like 2 months. So, yeah, no friends for that. There is this one person that's also in Australia. I'll still check in with them from time to time. Or, ironically enough, maybe Kishobu, whose name I can say because they are actually a furry and they do. Like, ironically enough, they were furry and then they stopped going to events. So they've actually been sending me photos of every couple of weeks. They will go to a furry event now, just because I joined the fandom. Like, I'll still remember they were one of the first people I told, and they said, "What?" I'll never forget. Their reply to me when I told them was because they wanted to know why I left the game, and I was like, "I found something else," and they were like, "What was it?" And I said, "Okay, I joined the furry fandom," and they said, "Welcome to the dark side." I was like, "What?" And then they showed me a picture of their fursuit. So I was like, okay, you're a furry. So they were an artist. So they did the art of the original art of Sunray. He was called.
Yeah.
He's not one of my personas anymore. Well, I guess he could technically be. I do have art, since I do have art of him, Sunray. But he's not like a pack member like of this. He would be a completely separate persona. But I guess he still technically is one. He still shows up in like I want to say a week. Some of my earliest YouTube videos have him as like the because I say summary in the video, so like I might have said like reshot. I think the video still might be titled reshot week 1 reshot at Sunray, week 2 reshot at Sunray, where it was a very early version of my persona. Really, not in some ways Chance now, but really Chance is Sunray is basically the prototype for Chance. To be honest.
Right.
Chance is just like the final design. And when it came to name, I love Homeward Bound. I named this guy Shadow, and I was like, okay, Shadow, Chance, and Riley. And then if I ever do fall in love, I want someone to be sassy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good night.
I need a girl to be sassy.
Ooh. He likes them feisty. Good to know.
Well, she is. They called her that for a reason. She is very sassy. If you ever go watch Homeward Bound or Homeward Bound 2, she is very sassy. And as a kid, I didn't put that together. I was like, what kind of name is Sassy? And then when I found out what Sassy was, I was like, oh, yeah. I don't know why they did. They didn't really give Shadow like a wise character name. Chance, I get. Chance, he really does take chances. Like in the first movie, he takes a chance by sniffing something and ends up getting a porcupine needle in his nose. I'm like, oh dear.
Oh.
I wonder what sort of special effect they used for that, because those were real dogs. There was no CGI in that.
Oh.
Yeah. It's an older movie. The dog's mouths don't even move. Dogs' mouths are like this, and there's someone talking over them. They have like a voice actor that talks over them.
Right.
And their mouths are always kind of open like this, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, those dog actors are amazing because you actually, even as a kid, I could or either that or they had great trainers. Like when a dog like Shadow, especially the dog actor for him would be like this, and he'd have like his tongue out and everything and something, and then he'd be like he'd turn to talk to Chance, and the dog would be like right as he was about to voice. Credit to the voice actors too. The dog would like turn like this, and they would perfectly time it so like right when he turns, he would start talking to Chance.
Right.
It's still one of my favorite talking animal movies, even though the mouths don't move. They talk.
Mountain Husky says they were all trained well. Chance was a bit of a problem from the beginning. Watch the bloopers.
I'll have to find those bloopers. I have actually never seen the bloopers. I only have VHS tapes. I don't know if I even have it anymore, but
I have VHS tapes, so
I had the VHS tape of. I wonder if Disney Plus is the bloopers, but I had the VHS tape for the first one, and then I taped the second one when it was premiered on Disney Channel, and
what?
Balto premiered right out after it. So that's when I saw Balto. I saw Homeward Bound 2 and Balto on the same night, back to back.
Dang.
Yeah. And my dad cut out the commercials.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that was funny.
All right, shut up.
Actually cut out commercials. Not like a TiVo.
I'm gonna have to call it a night.
All right. I should call it a night too. So see you out there, fellow furries.
Exactly.